understand. Turn the pages and learn it once again. Kaiten, Kaiten, round and round and round.
Kaiten Sensei, Scene 19.
That night, I told Shizuka about my plan to help Eri, and she thought it was a good one. In our next class, I told the students about our next test. As you all know, we just had a test on irregular verbs, but I forgot to tell you that it was only the first test of 2. At this point, the students began to grumble, but I explained further. We will have another test tomorrow on the past tense of irregular verbs, and the scores for the 2 tests will be combined to make 1 score. The students grumbled again, but they accepted their fate, and I gave them 5 minutes in class to study with a partner. The next day, I gave out our test as usual, but I changed one thing. I added a bonus question asking students to fill in the proper form of the verb lie in the following sentence. In summer, many of the students blank on the grass and finished their homework. The correct answer was lay. The next day, I came to class eager to hand out the test scores. First, I explained how I had graded the papers. Both tests were marked out of 100%. I will add the 2 scores together and divide by 2 in order to get a score out of 100. One last thing. The bonus question on your test was worth 2 extra points. I was looking forward to seeing Eri's face after she received her test score. The writing at the top of her paper read, 98 plus 100 plus 2 equals 200. Final score equals 100%. Eri was the only student to get the correct answer for the bonus question, and her final score was 100%. A huge smile came to Eri's face, and she screamed out so loudly that even the students down the halls could hear her.
Yay! 100%! I'm back! I'm back!
Eri held her paper high as she walked back to her seat. She was proud that she had kept her English test score at 100%. Eri began talking in class again and returned to her normal self. She once again tried to answer all the questions in class. As for the bad girls, they had to study again for the makeup test because they had failed, and 3 of them even asked Eri to be their tutor. Eri agreed, but only if they paid her 1,000 yen per hour. The bad girls had no choice because they needed to pass this test in order to keep their D grades. That night, after school, Eri showed up in my class for another Kaiten Sensei session. Eri was there first and opened her notebook to 2 pages full of questions.
I haven't been here for 2 weeks, sir, and I have 103 questions for you.
Okay. I missed dinner that night and arrived home around 10. I immediately went to sleep, tired, but happy that Eri was back to being her perfect self.